Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to another Steamworkz video. It's Emmitt here, and today I'm going to be showing you around the East Broadtop route that we've been working on for the past month at this point. But yeah, this is not the most updated version of the route, but rather the one I can run because I refuse to upgrade to SP5 of TRS-22 for reasons you may or may not know. I'm not going to get into that, but basically it's broken. So some things aren't as they are on the latest version, but this is the latest version that I have access to. And as you can see, as far as Orbisonia goes, it's pretty complete. I mean, besides needing some detailing put in back here where these houses are and all that, needing some like driveways and fences and trees and stuff, pretty much complete. The track layout in the yard here, if we go up into map view real fast, it's as close as we're going to get it. We're using a DEM that's on the download station. This is not a custom DEM, meaning if we press F9, we don't have Google Earth underlay. So everything that we are doing is based off of track diagrams and Google Earth, like what's there today. Trying to get it as close as we can, which I gotta say, Orbisonia's pretty bang on. It's pretty close, if not completely accurate. It's pretty close at least. Obviously, there are some fictional additions like the fence here at the station. One thing I'd like to mention is this route is proto-lance, so some things might not be 100% accurate, or we might have decided to, scratch something due to there being either a lack of assets for it in Train Z, or, just we don't like how it looks without certain elements. So there will be revisions in the future, I'm sure, just so we can make sure that the route is getting more accurate. Because I know there are nowhere near this many trees next to the tracks during the operation era. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. We were modeling it sometime, I want to say, in the 50s or 40s. When the entire main line was still in use. And since we're modeling sometime probably in the 40s, that means that this branch here, the Shade Gap branch was still in use to backlog Creek in the 1940s. And another branch that will be getting modeled, I believe, is the Jawler branch. And whatever, I forget what the other one is called up there. I'll throw it up on screen right now if I remember it. We have the older Mikados. However, I will say this, there is new Mikados in the works. I'm not going to say from who, but they have reached out to us and said that there are new Mikados in the works, so there'll be new engines to run on this route. As for the route, Phase 1 is going to be Orbisonia to Colgate Grove and Orbisonia down to Saltillo, where they're expanding to right now. We currently have, in the latest version, we currently have like all of this through here to Colgate Grove all finished, pretty much. The only area on there that isn't really finished is this area here. It's still a little rough. I built the fill. I'm pretty proud of how it came out. It honestly looks pretty good in my opinion. Still need to detail the creek and stuff like that, because I know people are going to come back here and look at this. Also because it's like in close proximity to the tracks, and I kind of want an excuse to detail a creek. I will say though that this route, although we will come out with an all 2D trees and maybe a little bit better of an optimized version of the route when we do go to release it for people running lower end machines, but my machine with an RTX 4070 is, especially in like Orbisonia, is getting, as you can tell, getting some frame drops. That is something to be noted. There's more buildings over here in the new version, but as for expansion of the route, we're thinking phase 2 of the route, because we do not have the assets in the game currently to do Mount Union, or else we go from Colgate Grove up to Mount Union. That would be phase 2. However, phase 2, since we don't have those assets, is going to be Saltillo priority to Alvin. We are not doing the branch lines right now. We are solely focusing on the main line, as we feel like that's where most people will spend most of their time running trains, is on the main line. And if we get the main line right and all the building placement right, I feel like people would much rather appreciate that. But we'll have branches like the Joller branch here. Then phase 3 will be continuing from Colgate Grove here the whole way through here over the lower Ogwick trestle down here and into Mount Union. Now, one thing I will say is Mount Union will most likely not be dual gauged due to the limitations of the Trainz simulator. You can do dual gauge track, but you can't connect to cars on the dual gauge track, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so that right here is about all we have in terms of progress on the route. I think I'm going to get a couple of shots of trains running through some scenes and enjoy those, and that's all I have to say for the voiceover. Hope everyone's as excited as we are for this route and its release. I think it's gonna be an absolute banger, honestly. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments section down below. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell to stay updated on the current status of the East Broad Top project and other projects that we have going on at the Steamworkz. Also, be sure to go to the Trainz forums if you want more immediate updates. We put out updates on our forums thread. It's just search up East Broad Top Railroad or just search up Steamworkz on the Trainz forums and you'll find our thread there. That's enough yapping. Let's enjoy some trains running here. Bye.